Hi everyone. In this video, we will see how to add a page checks for your dev protocol script. So in previous video, we have seen how to do a correlation and how to parameter enhancements to your script. Now we'll see how to add page checks to your web script, dev web script. Okay, so I have in this flow in this script, I have used the flow of JPEG store, and that's it. Like I'm going to launch the page and on sign in and log into the application. And okay. So now after sign in, I'm adding the session. I mean like page checks, which is like once the user is successful login, then I will see the welcome text to the username. So first name, like first name. So welcome text exclamation is the text which I'm going to check in the response. Okay. So the page checks is also similar to the extractors what we used previously, but the slight difference here is like the previous test checks we have used some HTML extractor or regex extractor or boundary extractor, but here for the page assertions we'll be using the text check extractor. Okay, so text check extractor have two different types of argument, two different methods. Like each thing having two different arguments. Like first thing, what I've highlighted is having two arguments here. The first argument is a variable name for the text check, and the second parameter is the value which we are going to test in the respective response. And the other extractor, what I'm showing highlighting now, is having the different arguments. Like if you see that the first, as usual, the first thing is a variable, and the second parameter contains multiple options. So which what text has to check in the response, and in which area it has to check. So let's say take an example. As so, if you want to check in the response headers, or if you want to check it in the response body, or if there's any redirection, so whether you want to ignore redirections or you don't want to ignore. So this kind of stuff we can do. And the fail on false is like if the text what you mention here is not found in your response, then it will fail your request. Okay, but the above one, the above test check extractor, without having that all this fail on information and the scope information, just that will return it true or false uh, value, like boolean value, whether it's a true, whether the text found or not found. Okay, based on this value, you can make the transaction pass or fail, so that it can help. But if you are pretty sure that if there's no text is found, then you can fail it, then you can use this. So I have used the both the test checks here, and I'm applying that to the login page. Okay, just scroll down to the login. Let's scroll down to login. So this is the login page, login text. So this is the username where I'm passing the username and password here, and I'm applying the text check here. So as I mentioned earlier, so it's a one of the extractor. So there's no option like we should add the extractor in the extractor array. So along with this test checks, you can add the other extractor like regex or a boundary extractor or JSON extractor, XML extractor, any kind of extractor. So everything comes into the extractor only. So there's no different types of there's no separate way to add your paychecks. So same like your regular correlation. And don't forget to add the same request. Like if you want to check the response in the request one, then you need to apply the extractor in the request one. So you should not apply the above or the below request. So just please make sure. So these are the beginner mistakes. Generally, what the people do when they're doing the scripting. Just I'm giving a note. So after applying this, just I'm running now just to see whether the script passes or fails. So because I've already added the test check which is valid in the both the extractors. So it was let's go to the output and see whether our login has passed successfully or not. So sign in with user, and if you see that check for welcome and check for welcome is both are true. So it was safe. I mean both the variables are I mean the text checks are passed and it set the value as true. Now let's go to the text check and change that assertion text. Just I'm making the instead of small t, I'm making the capital T. This is also a sensitive. I mean, this is like case sensitive. Like it looks for the welcome capital T text test, but I have but the application will have a small t. The application will have a small t. Let's see, it will fail the script because the expected pattern is case sensitive. So we can ignore the case sensitive by applying few more parameters, or um, can we can make them to small letters lowercase by doing two string to lowercase in the JavaScript. See, the chain replay fail extractor check for welcome test as fail false because the text is not found in your request. Okay, the text capital T, but you are looking for a small t. Okay, so this is how the test checks will be applied. And thanks for listening this. Please follow and subscribe this channel. Thanks for listening.